If you own a 2017 and up Yamaha R6 and are looking for the perfect way to turn your OEM DRL lights into active turn signals, I've got the perfect solution for you. This is Mark from the TST Garage, and in today's video, I will show you how to install our TST DRL to signal harness converters, complete with OEM connections. So stick around. Now to begin this installation, we first need to go ahead and remove a few of the OEM components, beginning with the mirrors. So as you can see here, we have this gray connector on the left-hand side, the clutch lever side. That is where the OEM mirror, if you follow this trace, that's where that connects to. We also need to remove these two 10mm nuts that secure the mirror in place. And lastly, we will need to remove this one bolt here. This is a 4mm Allen key or hex head bolt. So we'll go ahead and remove all of that. Let's go ahead and start with the connector. As I mentioned, on the left-hand side is a gray connector. It's a little bit of a tight space here. Next, we will go ahead, grab our tool to loosen these mirror nuts, and then we will remove by hand. Now, you do want to be careful when you're removing these, especially with a tool. These fairings are painted. Very nice paint by Yamaha. You definitely don't want to damage them. As you're removing them, you want to be very careful and not drop them, or they will fall into the abyss of Yamaha space. So just be very careful. Take your time. And they're flanged nuts, so just be sure to toss those to the side. Next, and as you can see, even with those removed, your mirrors won't just fall out. So it'll give you time to go ahead and, very last step, remove this bolt here. Again, just be careful around your controls and your bodywork here. You definitely don't want to mar anything up. Once you back it out enough, you can just use your hand and finalize the removal. Now at this point, we are going to go ahead and hop to the front of the bike, remove the mirror, and then we will repeat these steps on the opposite side. Now we're going to very carefully remove the mirror, ensuring that the wiring slips out easily and does not get caught on anything. Toss your OEM mirrors to the side, and we'll repeat these steps on the opposite side. Now with those 6 pieces of hardware removed and the mirrors securely removed, we can go ahead and remove this front fascia. Now, believe it or not, the only 2 pieces of hardware that secure this entire front fascia to the bike are those 4mm shoulder head bolts. So at this point, we need to very carefully, and if you have a brand new, a 2020 model and it's in immaculate condition or really anything, it's always a little unsettling doing this process. Just know this is the way it's supposed to happen. You want to first start off on the fang portions, as I call them, of this front fascia. We will gently pry outward on each side, hearing a very audible click. Next, we will come to the top and gently massage this out, freeing it from the rubber grommet where the OEM mirrors mount. Repeat the steps on this side, like so. And the very last step is just actually removing it completely. If you can see in here now, you can see I have this little post here with a yellow connector, or yellow tab on it. We have 4 of them located in these areas. So we're going to just very gently, but intentionally, pry in an outward fashion. And if you examine the inner side of this, we have these 4 posts located here that coincide with these locations. And then we have 2 friction foot posts located here that slip into these rubber grommets. I'm gonna go ahead and toss your front fairing to the side on a safe and secure workbench. And that will give us basically full access to the area we need to work in. Now at this point, you will notice 2 white posts located in the center, right below your dash, and above this light control unit. We're going to very carefully press inward on each. If you need to use a tool, needle nose pliers are a great tool for this. You're going to collapse this tree post and then slip the connector out like so, and repeat those steps on the second one. Now we have two connectors exposed and they look almost identical, but they are actually reversed. So we are first going to focus on the upper one we removed. Now it may be swapped on your machine, but the one with two pieces of white tape or white branding on this is going to be the connector we focus on first. Now we will disconnect this connector like so, and we are going to take our TST DRL to signal harness converter. And when looking at it in this orientation, we have two connectors that made up on one end, and then we have a single connector on the opposite end with two wires. We will take the trace with the brown wire and we will connect it into the right side of the connection. Leave that like so, and we will tuck the remaining connector back into this little dash area. Next, we will take the secondary white connector that we located from the OEM harness. We will disconnect that. And now we will connect the remaining connectors. So we have the trace with the green wire that will go into this left connector. And the very last connector on our DRL harness will connect to the opposite mating connector accordingly. Now at this point we have bridged back the connection to our DRLs, but now we need to splice into our actual signal wiring. So in order to do that, we actually do have a small trace here where the OEM mirror connection sat at. If you trace that black connector from the right side of the bike, the brake lever side, you will locate your black OEM mirror turn signal connector. And if you follow that up, you actually have a pretty long wire loom here that sits just behind the light control unit. We will go ahead and grab our cutting tool. Please be very careful as you're using this, as you do not want to damage the wiring. We're going to cut the electrical tape, and that will allow us to expose the wires. Now on this right side turn signal, the brake lever side turn signal, we have three wires. We have a black, brown, and a green. We need to take the green wire, and first we will grab one of the included Posi-tap connectors. We will remove the top cap from the Posi-tap. It should resemble a U with a little channel through it. Go ahead and slip the green wire through this channel. So if you expose a little bit more of the wiring, it should look something like this, with the green wire slipping through that channel. Go ahead and reconnect the main body of the Posi-tap connector. Now we can remove the bottom portion of the Posi-tap, which is just a little pass-through connector. And we will take the green lead from our DRL harness, slip the wiring through, exposing it on the opposite end, and then we will go ahead and very carefully thread this back on. Now what this will do is bridge the connection. So if I grab my mirror and very carefully connect it back into place, if I turn the bike on, you can see here DRL running light on the mirrors, and as I activate the mirrors, we have proper functionality. Flashes at the same rate, and just like that, it is complete. But we need to repeat these steps on the opposite side. Power down our motorcycle. Disconnect the mirror. And we will repeat these steps on the left side, the clutch side of the motorcycle. Now it is important to note, on the left side of the bike, you do not have that much OEM wiring. It does get very, very tight, but luckily you have a long trace coming from the mirror on the right side of the bike when you're sitting on it, and you have a very long loom on this side as well. So we should be able to very carefully snake this wire through, tap into the OEM turn signal wiring on the clutch lever side of the bike, and finalize this installation. So locating this gray connector, as I mentioned, it is a very short loom, so you do have to be a little careful and intentional. You can also splice into the mirror wiring if you prefer to do that. We are going to tap into the trace with the brown and red wire. So on this connector, we have a solid brown, solid black, and then a black with, or brown with red stripe. Go ahead and take our Posi-tap connector, just like so. Take the rest of the body of the Posi-tap connector, cinch that down securely. There we are. Then we will remove the bottom portion. Very carefully route our brown lead from the upper dash area. And then we will go ahead and connect onto the main Posi-tap portion. There we are. And we want to mimic the opposite side. So we do want to go ahead and confirm that this is fully functional. Let's go ahead and connect our mirror. Actually, I'll connect it down here. And let's go ahead and power our bike on. As you can see, we have functional daytime running lights on both the DRLs and the mirrors. And as we activate our signal, we have an active turn signal function on both. Cancel the turn signal, power the bike down. And now, with the help of the included zip ties in our kit, you can do some very careful cable management. We will go ahead and do that now, bundle this all up, begin the reassembly, and this installation will be complete. All right, with the cable management complete, as you can see, everything's nice and tucked behind this. We weren't able to completely reuse these fastening clips, but technically speaking, you could put at least one back in. I figured out a way with the zip ties to have everything bunched up real neatly behind this component, and it's actually a lot cleaner than it should be. So now we can go ahead and put the front fascia back on. We're going to align the nose and the fangs first. Once we go ahead and insert these clips, everything else should just follow. And just like a chiropractor, you're gonna breathe. Oh yeah, just like that. We're gonna do it on this side. And we're just gonna follow it all the way upstream. Now, as you massage the mirror mounting areas, you really want to flex that into place. You want to make sure that the rubber grommet is fully seated and isn't pinched in any area. I don't know if the camera could pick it up, but right now this upper, well, now it's fixed. The upper portion was just crimped a little bit, so we just massaged it a little bit more, had it sit properly. We're gonna do the same on this side. Here we go. Just like that. Let's go ahead and now we can grab our OEM mirrors. Going to route the cable first. Let's grab the two OEM nuts that we removed from your mirrors. We'll begin hand tightening them. That ensures that you're not cross-threading. And the opposite side. Last step is reinserting the OEM bolt we've removed on both sides. All right, let's go ahead and test our connections. Perfect. Perfect. Power the bike down, and just like that, you're now ready to ride. So if you're interested in purchasing our TST DRL to signal harness converter for the 2017 and up Yamaha R6 or other bikes that may be in your garage, please be sure to stop by our website, tstindustries.com. We actually make these DRL to signal converters for plenty other models, mainly Yamahas, but a few Suzukis as well. So be sure to check out our website. The link to this kit can be found in the description below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to say hey, feel free to drop a line in the comment field below. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with all the new and exciting videos we have coming out of the TST Garage. For now, this has been Mark in the TST Garage. I thank you all for watching. Be sure to check us out on social media, username TST Industries across the board. Catch you guys next time, ride safe.